Welcome back to my channel. Today's doodle depicts Peru elections 2021. I'll give you all the information about this, so watch this video till the end. Before going ahead, I would request you all to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get notification for our new videos. Well, let's start. Peru voters face tough decision when they cast their vote in the June 6th runoff between a left-wing rural school teacher and the daughter of a right-wing jailed president. Analysts fear the sharp divisions that emerge in this head-to-head campaign could mean a bumpy road for Peru, regardless of the winner. The campaign unearthed the country's troubled history of corruption, inequality, and terrorism, and created an air of sense of deja vu from one of Peru's most turbulent modern periods. That unease and highlighted by the pandemic, which despite 2 decades of economic growth exposed the government's failure to improve social services. During the 1980s and 90s, Peru suffered both guerrilla welfare and government-sponsored human rights abuses to control violence. A Truth and Reconciliation Commission reported in 2003 that nearly 70,000 people died or disappeared from political violence, with 2 Marxist guerrilla groups responsible for half of those deaths, mainly the Shining Path. Just last month, the Shining Path was blamed for a massacre of 16 people in the central jungle of Peru. Stereotypes still associate leftists with the nation's violent past, and the right-wing candidate Keiko Fujimori hints that terrorism would come back if her opponents win. Candidate Pedro Castillo on the left says that opponent is little more than a corrupt gang boss ready to fill the pockets of the rich at the expense of the poor. The insults and images of the past not only spark fear on both sides, but observers increasingly fear that the popularization could deepen Peru's recent political crisis. There has been a revolving presidency in recent years, and if it continued like this, healing divisions would become even more difficult. The polarization is so extreme that people end up choosing the candidate who is less scary to them. This could create even more instability, says Louis Benavert, CEO of Vox Populi Consultoria, a consulting and polling company in Lima. So who are the on and off presidents in Peru? Peru's politics have been in disarray for years. Of the country's youngest democratically elected presidents, Alberto Fujimori, Ms. Fujimori's father, is in prison for human rights violations, and 2 are under house arrest for corruption. An ex-president is waiting trial on a money laundering case, and a 5th, Alan Garcia, killed himself in 2019 to avoid arrest in a corruption investigation. So, are there any political battles ahead in Peru? The tone of campaign has divided voters. Ms. Fujimori's supporters fear that a Castillo win would make Peru look like troubled Venezuela. Castillo supporters fear that Ms. Fujimori's acceptance of the status quo would mean ongoing corruption and possibly a relapse into her father's authorization. We hope the right candidate wins these elections. Do vote to the right person you think will make our country out of corruption, inequality, and terrorism. Hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.